Hi friends, we're back for another episode of our Advent drawing journey, and today is really exciting because we're going to get to do something that sort of transforms a part of our drawing that we've been waiting to fill in. We've been kind of talking around that there's going to be shepherds in our picture. When Luke tells the story of Jesus' birth, he says that angels appeared to shepherds, those are sheep farmers, people who were taking care of their sheep, and at nighttime they were taking care of their sheep outside in the fields outside of town. And an angel appeared to them and said that God had sent the Savior, and it was born for them, for all people, and that this was good news for all the world because God was now saving his people as the way it had been promised for long, long ago. And shepherds, these people who didn't have power or money or status, these are sort of grubby smelling night shift working farmers, they're the ones that God sends the message to first. And so we're going to be drawing in our shepherd today in a place you might not have known to look for it. Coming close, and I'm going to show you how we're going to transform this letter D that's been here from the beginning. We've been waiting for it to become something. It's going to become our shepherd and a sheep. Let me show you. Okay, so first things first, let's get us grounded here. This part of the D here, this is actually going to be the shepherd's staff. Sort of he holds it both like a walking stick, sort of like Joseph's over here, but also there's sort of a crook end that's kind of hooked, almost like a fish hook, that you could use if you needed to knock a predator like a wolf away, if you needed to sort of grab somebody, a sheep that had been lost and need to help pull them back into safety. It's sort of a useful tool if you're a shepherd. So just like we did for Joseph's hand, his fingers sort of wrapped around, we're going to make a couple of ovals wrapped around, 1, 2, 3, 4, and his thumb right over here, and we're going to let his staff sort of crook up like this. Yep, it's going to go right up against the city of Bethlehem. That's okay. And we're going to bring the other end down here, all the way down to the ground. So we've got ourselves a shepherd's staff and a little bit of a hand. There it is. Now, we're going to need a rest of the body to go to that. So here, this kind of wavy line like that is going to be his arm that connects to his body. And let's make a V, a big sort of wide V. That's going to be the neckline of his robe. And we're going to make sort of a nice, gentle, curvy line like that for his other arm. We see that? Okay. And we're going to make his other hand. Let's make some fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a thumb like that. And the edge of his sleeve there. Okay. And we're going to bring a line up like this and like that for where his arm comes up to his other outfit. And we're going to bring this loop up like that. And here is his other sleeve. How about that? And we're going to bring this down. Now he's got himself a nice robe. Maybe we'll make this sort of crossover like that. Let's give him a little belt. How about that? Well, now we get ourselves a body of a shepherd, and we're probably going to need a head, right? So let's make ourselves sort of an oval shape or an egg shape, kind of like this, kind of like we did for Joseph over there. And now, this time, let's do something a little bit different. We're going to still give them eyes. Shepherds need to have eyes so they can watch for their sheep and keep them safe. But remember over here, we made a J for Joseph's nose. Here, let's try something different. Shepherd starts with S. So let's make ourselves an S that goes like that. What do you know? We got ourselves a nose and a little bit of his eyebrows there. We're going to give him a beard too. And we're going to give him sort of a head covering, I think, like that. That flows down like this and like this. And maybe later on we'll color that in so that we can tell he's got hair and he's got like a little head wrapping that might keep the sun or the heat out of his eyes when it's a warm day. So we've got ourselves a shepherd here standing by the sheep. Now you might be wondering, what are we going to do with this? That was part of our D, right? We can't just leave a random circle there. So let's turn that into another sheep, sort of standing beside the shepherd. So just like before, let's make ourselves a big wide V like that. It's not going to be the smile, it's actually going to be the nose, and a line that comes down. So it looks a little bit like a stubby Y. And then we're going to give him a little bit of a mouth. And we're going to give this sheep one eye here. One eye right there, and we're going to give him some floppy ears over here. We're going to bring the rest of the, oh, look at that, we've got a sheep's head, and now we're going to give a little fluff on the top of his head, just like we did over there. Let's give some fluffy body to this sheep, because he's kind of standing on the other side of the shepherd. just like that. I'm going to give the sheep some legs, just like we did with the other sheep, remember? And we can't see his back legs because they're back there behind the shepherd. So now we've got our letter D has actually become the shepherd's staff, and we've got ourselves a sheep and a shepherd. And so just like that, our picture is really coming together. We started with the word God. Remember, you can still kind of see hints of it. There's the G that became Mary, and over here we just turned that letter D into the shepherd's staff and part of the sheep. And there is our shepherd and our sheep from last time. So I want you to join us next time. We're going to add more into the story as we get closer and closer to filling in the whole story of Jesus' birth here on our Advent drawing journey. Thanks for coming along today. Bye.